Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Elmer Henley.
an offender at Michael Unit. This call is being recorded and is subject to monitoring.
Are you guilty of killing anyone at all?
Am I guilty of killing anyone at all? No, I'm not. Unless you could say Dean Quarles was killing. I defended myself.
As a teenager, I met a serial killer. And of course, I didn't know who he was at the time. I became involved with him. Got finessed into taking part in one of his crimes.
I never started it. It was never done by choice or by want or need. A boy got involved with a serial killer.
What was he like as a person, your dad?
My father treated my mother and my grandmother. He was violent. He was violent with my little brothers. He wasn't violent with me. But I was old enough to want to fight back. And he thought little of us, and you feel little when somebody like that thinks little of you.
He was an abusive alcoholic.
What did he do to your mom?
He beat her. I disliked my dad intensely.
And Dean was not making me little. Dean empowered me.
How would you describe Dean?
Nerdy. He seemed intelligent. Weird.
But he spent time with you?
Yes.
Talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
You come on over.
Listen to you?
Yes.
Do you think that your father's persona had any influence on you seeking a father figure to impress?
It may have, but I can't. I don't know. I don't know that I can do that kind of psychoanalysis on myself. I don't know that I can.
Why do you feel you had to continue with Dean Quarles?
As time went on, I became more and more dependent on Dean. On one side, I was terrified of him, and I'm already involved in murder, and they're going to put me in an electric chair. And then it didn't matter what happened. But the other side, it became important to me to please Dean, to make him proud of me, to make him happy. It was push-pull. At one point, I was running from Dean, and the next minute, I'm over there trying to toady to him. I couldn't get away.
At some point, Dean started talking about whether it's always hard to find someplace. As the conversation went on over time, he says that if there is a market for people, he described a white slavery ring, and he talked me into to helping him get someone for that. At some point, we did abduct someone. I was not there for the final portion of it where these people were supposed to come pick him up. I had been taken away. I resisted doing it anymore because it did not feel right. Some months later, I invited a friend to Dean's apartment to smoke a joint. I grew up with this guy. While we were there, Dean jumped him and tied him up. I protested that this is not right. This is a friend of mine. We can't do this.
You gotta go to the basement.
We'll just untie him, tell him it's all a joke, and we'll go on about our business. And at that time, Dean said, well, look here, he says, the last guy that you helped me get, he says, paraphrasing, I raped him and killed him, and I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy. And you're already involved in murder. I was 15. I didn't know what to do. I gave in. I gave up. I essentially gave myself to Dean, and that went on for some months, about 17 months. I was doing whatever made Dean Carl happy.
And once a victim that was picked up had the handcuffs, what happened then afterwards?
We're not here to discuss the particulars of these crimes, are we? Is there any point in that? I have 6 life sentences, and I should have 6 life sentences, and I have no argument with that.
So what was going through your head as this thing starts to grow? It gets bigger and bigger, and you're getting deeper and deeper in this thing.
Well, I began to drink a lot. I left town twice. I tried to get away. It was too much. I couldn't seem to clear myself from Dean other than to try to leave. And I couldn't leave. I couldn't make the break. I helped him procure some young men. I helped him kill them and cover up the crimes.
What kind of things did you participate in?
There was some slapping, some cigarette burns.
During those times you were there when people were tortured, what was going through your mind? What were you feeling during that time?
I was detached. I wasn't engaged.
Numb?
I woke up when he was handcuffing me. Tim and Rhonda were both already handcuffed, and their feet were taped. But he told me, he says, I'm tired of you. Well, I knew how serious he was. I promised him whatever he wanted, we'd do it. Just let me go. And what you did.
At some point, Rhonda asked me if this was for real, and I told her yes, it was. It was very real. And she asked me, was I going to do anything about it? And I said, yes, I am. When Dean walked out of the room, or walked away, I grabbed he had laid his gun down. He was nude. I got his gun and...
I pointed at Dean, told him he was laid on top of Tim. He was naked. Tim was naked. I told him, get up, untie these people, we're going to leave.
He told me that no. And I said, yes, we are. This is not going to happen. And he said, you won't shoot me? And I said, yes, I will. And I cocked the pistol and I told him, yeah, I will. You know I will. And at that point, he ran at me. And I shot him. Till he hit the ground. Dean had taught me that if you're ever in a situation where you have to shoot someone, shoot them till they hit the ground. Don't stop because you shot him between the eyes. Don't shoot him in the heart and stop. Shoot the gun till the person hits the ground, okay? And I shot Dean 3 times in the front and stepped out of the way while he continued to move past me, and I shot him 3 more times in the back. I shot him till he hit the ground. And the only thing that was going through my mind immediately after that was Dean would be proud of me. That was Dean I had shot. Untied Tim and Rhonda and called the police.
Did you feel remorse?
I can't take it all back. I wish I could, but I managed to keep myself occupied until I pass out. You don't have dreams that you remember when you sleep from exhaustion. And I've done that for years and years.